up, Buddy Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Nanatsu no Taizai chapter 269. So last week we had a double chapter, and chapter 267 was really interesting. We don't know Meliodas' side of the story, but from what Estarossa said is that Meliodas knew that Estarossa had a crush on Elizabeth, and that Meliodas was going to hook them up, and turns out that it didn't work out in his favor, and it's not looking pretty right now, and it looks like Estarossa actually might be consumed by the commandments. And you know, I gotta give it to Nakaba. That was actually interesting. This is a very interesting twist. So I did not expect that to happen. So good on you, Nakaba. I like this twist. But anyway, chapter 268, on the other hand, the first part was interesting. I really liked how Bon had become like one of the shadows, that I liked the shape he became. And I should have gone into a little bit more detail about it last week, which was the wolf, because Bon up until he met Meliodas, Bon was really a lone wolf, and also remember his adopted dad was, a half wolf as well. So I thought that was interesting. But the thing that really kind of pissed me off, and it's not like Bon, I like that Bon redeemed himself too. Bon really kicked ass. It just reminded me of the old Bon, so thank you, Nakaba, for doing that. But the thing that kind of pissed me off last chapter was how Bon just like stumbled upon Meliodas. But I will say this though, I like that even though I'm still kind of mad about how Bon just fucking stumbled upon Meliodas, I do like, and I didn't talk about it last week, I like that Meliodas's shadow, or whatever, I like that it was in the shape of a, I think Bon said it was a dragon, but it didn't look like one. But I like that because of, Meliodas' symbol, so that was really, really cool. Anyway, the thing that I didn't like is that it was just kind of too easy to find Meliodas. It was too fast and too easy to find Meliodas, because what I thought was going to happen, and it was kind of said that it was going to happen, to be quite honest, was that Bon was going to have to broker a deal with the Demon King, or Meliodas' father, to save Meliodas' emotions, because I thought, and it was definitely said here, I think it was Merlin that said it, was that the Demon King captured Meliodas' emotions. So hopefully it's explained what the fuck happened, because I feel like this is kind of an ass pull to us. And also the other thing, and I know people are getting pissed at me for me mentioning that about the Arthur shit. I really, really wanted to see Arthur in Purgatory. Actually, we could still see Arthur in Purgatory, because he might have been consumed by one of the shadows, and we might just stumble upon him and fight him. We'll see. But anyway, let's get to chapter 269 and see what happens next. I'm sorry this intro was long, but God, I needed to get my thoughts on those chapters out. And plus, I didn't discuss some of the content, go into enough detail about the chapters last week. So, searching for his friend, he crosses endless expanses all around the infinite underworld. Having crept his way into Purgatory after centuries, Bon has finally found Meliodas. All that's left is to bring him back to the real world. And this chapter is titled Purgatory Life. Here we go. Hey there, partner. How you feeling? Well, besides naked. Why am I seeing an illusion like this? There's no way he'd be here in Purgatory. Caca. I'm the real thing, baby. Or should I say, Captain? No! Guys! already completely given up. I figured I was never going to be able to get out of purgatory or get back to the real world ever again. And I figured I'd never again get to see either Elizabeth or you again, Bon. Well, or the rest of the sins, but whatever. But what are you doing in purgatory? Has the immortal Bon finally kicked the bucket after all? As if, dummy. I've come to get you, Cap. Don't tell me you know of a way to get back over there to the real world. Thought so. You really are a moron. Without even knowing how to get back, you just recklessly dove into purgatory? Well, I was like, God damn it. What was I supposed to do? I couldn't just leave you alone in a place like this. And you know what? This is totally classic Nanatsu no Taizai. And I gotta give Nakaba credit. Like, thank you for, I think this is what Nakaba was going, like the purpose of Nakaba having Bon running into Meliodas the way he did is because he wanted to give us this content. At the least, I ought to have my idiot friend here with me. Was that it? Nishishi. Well, we got plenty of time. Yeah, let's get to thinking. But before that, we're both respectable adults. We can't just be walking around waving our chalk at each other's faces like this, can we? Respectable adults, huh? But here in Purgatory's environment, even armor completely disintegrates, leave alone clothes. Alright then, come with me, Bon. Sure. Two species of monsters exist here in Purgatory. The first are souls that have fallen into Purgatory and been transformed by their rage. In other words, the foreign species. So, like what you and I became, right, Captain? Yeah. That kind don't have any definite form or substance, so when they die, they turn to dust. The second is, and if Arthur is down in Purgatory, that's what Arthur probably is, and I could see them stumbling upon Arthur. The second is the kind with substance that were born here in Purgatory, the indigenous species. Their bodies have evolved to withstand Purgatory. I see, so we're after their parts for materials. He crossed that distance in an instant! Damn, that fucking creature is fast. How interesting! He's headed towards you, Cap! Oh, he seems to know what we're here for. Is this what you call wild instincts? God, this is really making me think of Dr. Stone right now. Captain, what happened to your usual ridiculous strength? Damn, because Meliodas went flying. Nishishi, guess I can't do this after all. At the most, I'm only Meliodas' emotions, kind of like his soul. Even if we try to escape Purgatory together, ultimately, I'm just going to slow you down. So, something that I'm thinking is a possibility, and I said this a while back, is we could have a Fallen situation. And if you haven't read the Fallen series by Lauren Kate, what I mean is, and this is what I said around the time we found out about the curse. So something I think can happen that I still think is going to happen, and this really is making my case here, is basically what we have here is Meliodas' humanity. And if Meliodas' humanity takes physical form when we leave Purgatory, that's going to be, that'll be really interesting, because we can then kill then we won't have a problem killing Demon Meliodas. First of all, we could just flat out kill him. The other possible, if we don't get physical form and we just merge Meliodas back with Demon Meliodas, something that I still think is gonna something that I will still think will happen is that Meliodas and Elizabeth will be reincarnated as humans, and they will only get one last, one final life together, and the curse will be removed. I can see it happen. I still can see it happening, and I would be fine with that scenario. But if Meliodas is, here's the thing. If the thing is if Meliodas' humanity retains, the former I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't know how the former would happen. I think it would just, I think if anything, because Meliodas said, he is kind of like his soul, I think it would maintain corporeal form. I don't think it will remain, I don't think he will have a physical form, if that makes sense. Here we go. Then I'll carry you. Fox hunt. Bon! Thanks to the curse from my old man, every time I die, I get torn from my body and imprisoned here in purgatory. What exactly is he trying to do? My old man wants to make Meliodas into his successor, so emotions like me are a nuisance for that plan. Ah, I see. This is what I don't understand. Like, if and because of this, why didn't Dad just capture you and like trap you and put you in prison or something? I don't understand. I don't fucking understand this shit, Nakaba. This is some bullshit. You should have had the Demon King just flat out capture Meliodas. You should have just had him capture Meliodas' emotions and just like put him in like an incubator, kind of like what's going on in Gintama, and just have him trapped there for eternity, and like have Bond like broker a deal or something, or like have Bond attempt to fight the Demon King, like some shit like that. And this is why I wanted Arthur to be there, because then Arthur, could face the trials with Bond. But it would be like not Arthur's physical body though. No, it'd be Arthur's soul. Kind of like with Meliodas' emotions, like it basically, his soul. It'd be Arthur's soul. That's what I really wanted. And this just really annoys the hell out of me. Ugh! Nakaba, I really fucking hate this. You must have had a hell of a time surviving Purgatory with the flesh body, huh, Bon? You're incredible for enduring it all. Damn, and I will say this about Bond and Purgatory. It really has made me, like, start appreciating Bond as a character again. Yeah, I can't count how many times I was ready to give up. For the first 100 years, I revived from being burnt to ashes, from freezing to the bone, from rotting, from deadly poisons, you name it. God damn! And it just kept on repeating. Even so, after the last 200 years, I've gotten pretty used to this. See, this right here damn, Bond. This right here is how is where I now can say I could respect you as a character again. But even now, things like burns, frostbite, vomiting blood, they're all just daily parts of life. Damn, Bond. Bond is hardcore! But even so, after dealing with it for 200 years, I'm even able to sleep through it now. Holy shit! Whoa. Got him! Yeah, Bond! Oh, that's my boy! Oh my god, I love Bond. I love this man! Hey, Bond. What is it, Captain? You really are incredible. What's with that all of a sudden? Just wanted to say thanks. I love you. Oh my god. Bond, I love you again as a character. I love you again, Bond. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Nakaba, thank you. Thank you. Nakaba is no longer the Yamcha of the 7 Deadly Sins. Thank you, Nakaba. Merlin said you were captured by the Demon King, so I assumed you had been locked away somewhere. Thank you! Thank you, Bond, for saying this! This is the question this is what we all want to know! What the fuck is going on? Yeah, at first I was being confined by the Demon King under close watch, since I was trying to look for an escape route from Purgatory to get back to my real body. But in the end, I wasn't able to find a way, so I succumbed to despair and gave up on escaping. After I became a monster, he felt it safe to just leave me here unwatched. What? What? Didn't he consider the possibility after he left you here while wandering around, you might coincidentally just stumble upon the exit and escape? Thank you, Bon! Thank you! Bon is saying what we are exactly thinking. That's true. Demon King, you're fucking stupid! I thought the Demon King was smarter than this! Oh my god, the Demon King is fucking stupid! What the fuck? If he lets me out here, then that means he has no fear of me escaping at all, which means that the exit to Purgatory is kept by the Demon King, isn't that right? Well, yeah! Well, it's definitely worth looking into, isn't it? Yeah! Oh, man! My boys of damn Meliodas and Bon are looking fierce! Damn, they're looking fucking fierce! Looking fierce! Well then, let's begin our escape mission. Together, these two know no despair. And Vaughn says, yeah. I'm sorry, and I want to make a correction to what I said. The form that Bond took last chapter was a fox, not a wolf. Together, these two know despair. With the best friend tag team together, it's time to get serious. The key to escaping Purgatory lies with the commander of darkness, the Demon King. The next wall is the almighty ruler of the underworld. And to be continued in chapter 270, an encounter with the unknown. Okay. So, I will say this, Nakabite, you definitely redeemed yourself this week because you answered the questions. You definitely answered the questions we wanted to hear, and you had Bond say what we all wanted to, what all the readers were basically saying last week. Oh, thank you, Nakama, thank you! Thank you for having Bond ask these questions. But the Demon King, dude, you made the Demon King sound like a cocky little bitch. But the other thing is that I was thinking about this, but that Bond, you should have said that Hawk let you. Maybe Bond just forgot that Hawk's eye is a portal into Purgatory. But from what I remember Merlin saying is that the only person that that can let them out is the Demon King. So this will be really interesting to see what happens in regards to the fight against the Demon King. I still am hoping we're gonna run into Arthur because Meliodas is weak right now, and I like that Meliodas is weak because this is gonna give Bond more time to shine. And if we're gonna get Bond versus the previous Demon King, oh my god, that's gonna be awesome. But you gotta also wonder if, like, the previous 10 Commandments, like Monspeed, for example, are in Purgatory. If that's true, oh my god, that would be so awesome to have them go up against the Demon King with them. But I honestly doubt it. In all reality, I do. Oh man, another thing that would be really interesting, just think about it. If the commandments consume, no, even if the commandments consume Estarossa wouldn't end up in Purgatory. That would be interesting though. Just think about it. If Estarossa ended up in Purgatory and faced Meliodas, oh my god, that would be so cool. But something else that I'm very curious if the Demon King would step in and save Estarossa from himself, because he does care about, because the Demon King does care about Estarossa and in his own way. And I'm very curious if the Demon King will do it or not, and have the Demon King and bring Estarossa to Purgatory. Very curious about that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm very curious what your guys' thoughts are on this chapter. I'm just really glad that Bon addressed the major plot hole that was going on, which was the Demon King capturing Meliodas, which did. And what do you guys think about Meliodas' humanity here? Do you think, like, after we escape, that Meliodas' humanity is going to be in corporeal form? I think it's going to be in corporeal form. It's not, there's no way. Because now that I think about it, yeah, it's going to be in corporeal form, because the previous time, now that I think about it, the last time, and this was when Meliodas was defeated, or was dead, his physical body remained in the real world. So yeah, it's gonna be, he'll be in corporeal form. I don't know what, I think he will. I think he'll be in corporeal form, and this will be interesting to see. But what I think will be really interesting to see is if Meliodas will have a battle within himself. That will be really interesting to see. But another thing I'm very interested to see as well is if I think even if Meliodas' emotions return to, like, his humanity returns, his human side returns, I still think we're still gonna get Radiciel versus Meliodas, because Radiciel really fucks shit up for them and for Meliodas and Elizabeth. So I still think that's gonna happen. A lot of these fights are gonna still happen no matter what. But anyway, I'm very curious what you guys thought of this chapter. Do you guys think, are you guys on the same page as me where Nakaba redeemed himself this week? And what do you guys think is going to happen with the Demon King? Do you think it's going to be flat out Bomb versus the Demon King? Do you think we're going to have do you think the Demon King is just going to flat out capture Meliodas' emotions? Something I was just thinking about this, and this is definitely a possibility. A deal that can be made here is if Demon King Meliodas can be defeated, then the Demon King will return Meliodas' emotions. I can actually see that. What do you guys think about that? That if a deal that can be made here is if the Demon King Meliodas can be defeated, that Meliodas' emotions can be returned, will be returned to Meliodas. Not only that, but the curse will be broken. Or the Demon King's portion of the curse on Elizabeth would be broken. That it would be an interest. I am totally curious what you guys think about that. That is an interesting possibility. What do you guys think? What do you guys think the deal is going to be with the Demon King? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, or the Nerdigans Inc. Discord server. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to my channel expansion, there's a few ways you could do that. You can donate to my PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, or purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later.